What is up, guys? It is Tuesday, I'd like to say the 10th. I'd like to say it's the 10th today. Or is it the 11th? No, it's the 11th. It is Tuesday, the 11th of February, 2024. So I thought I would do an interesting little video today talking about something that I think needs to be said. So, if you guys have seen my videos, you'll know that my previous videos, you'll know that I absolutely detest a lot of these family vloggers, and I'm against a lot of them and against what they do. And you'll know that I'm also against a lot of the people who defend these family vloggers and support what they do. And condoning what they do. And I'm always very quick to say that people shouldn't be defending. And I'll always, that's something that I'm always going to stand by, is the fact that people shouldn't be defending these family vloggers and shouldn't be defending what they do, because we all know they shouldn't. I think the one thing that has become very, very clear to me is that a lot of these people who defend these family vloggers and support what they do lack any real intelligence. Because I don't think a smart or intelligent person would ever want to defend these family vloggers and support what they do. I think a lot of people, and the other thing that's become apparent to me, is that a lot of people who support them don't really know what child exploitation is or understand what it is. I think a lot of the people who defend these family vloggers or try to support what they do need to actually do some research on what child exploitation is. Because I don't think hardly any of them really know what it is, to be honest. That's one thing I would say has become majorly apparent to me, is that hardly any of them know what child exploitation actually is. They're so quick to say these family vloggers and not exploiting it is. But I don't think they even know what child exploitation is. So, that's a point that has to be made at the end of the day. I think it's just ridiculous that people are continuing to try and defend them every single time. There's not defending these people or defending what they do, or supporting what they do, but supporting what they do is so wrong. It's just, there's no words to describe how bad it actually is that people are willing to defend these family vloggers and defend and support what they do, and you think about what they're actually doing. And it is very clear that they are exploiting their kids and using their kids as vlog content. That's what a lot of them are doing. And the fact that people are actually supporting that and saying that that's okay and saying that that's fair shows what sort of people they are. The fact that these kids have to put up with a hammer being shoved in their faces practically near enough every single day, purely for the entertainment of a load of people on the internet, which to me is absolutely disgusting. And we all know that a lot of these family vloggers, we all know they wouldn't have what they have if it wasn't for their kids. That's not completely untrue, because they wouldn't have what they had if it wasn't for their kids. Some of them would be wiser to remember that. I think people need to wake up and get their heads out of these people's backsides. That's the problem here. These people have their heads stuck too far up these family vloggers' backsides to actually be able to actually see sense. It wouldn't be a bad thing if they got their heads out of their backsides. That's what they need to do. We're not. At the end of the day, these people like myself can actually see, the bad sides of these family vloggers and actually see that what they're doing is so wrong. At least we're not trying to make excuses for that, which a lot of people are trying to do that. And it is so badly wrong. I don't know what else to say. I wish I did know what else to say, but I honestly, genuinely don't. to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, I mean, this point really does need to be made. And I don't feel bad for calling people out for this or for saying that what people are doing is wrong. They're saying that what these family vloggers are doing is wrong, or doing to their kids is wrong. You know, the way that they're exploiting their kids is unacceptable. You know, I don't care if people agree with me on that, as I know I'm right. At the end of the day, I know that what they're doing is wrong. I think we all do. I mean, you'd have to be a moron to want to defend these family vloggers and support what they do. Because let's face it, only a moron would ever do that. Only a moron would ever support what they do. Or would try to jump so quickly to their defence. I mean, as I said yesterday, a lot of these people who defend these family vloggers, I think they defend them because they think it makes them look good doing that, but the reality of the situation is it doesn't make them look good. It makes them look incredibly stupid, the fact that they're trying so valiantly to defend these family vloggers. You know, they're making themselves look incredibly shameful and pathetic by trying to do that. Because at the end of the day, only a shameful, pathetic person would defend these family vloggers and defend what they do. You know, no sane person or sensible person would defend them. No sensible person would, no sane or sensible person would ever support them or support what they do. You know, I mean, some people might some people might think I'm being a little bit too harsh, and to be honest with you, I don't really give a shit because this needed saying. You know, this was a point that had to be made. You know, these people need to wake the hell up. You know, stop making excuses for defending these family vloggers, because they're not that innocent. And the sooner people wake up and start realising that, the better. Is what I can say, really. I mean, it's just frustrating, to be honest, that people are continuously trying to defend these family vloggers and continuing to support what they do. And it just goes to show that they're not the smartest of people or the most intelligent of people. There's no smart or intelligent person would ever defend what they do, or to defend them or support what they do. You know, that has to be said. You know, I don't care if people think I'm being harsh or if people think I'm being too negative about that, because it's a point that just has to be made. You know, and it's a point and I stand by that point. And I happily make that point. You know, I just don't know what else to say, really. I mean, as I said, it's very, very clear that a lot of these people who defend them and support what they do don't really know what child exploitation is, or they don't really understand what it is. They're so quick to say, oh, well, they're not doing that. They're absolutely not doing that. But I don't even think they really actually understand what child exploitation is. Yeah, they're so quick to say, oh, well, they're not doing that, and actually they are. You know, they actually are doing that. And people need to wake the fuck up and start realising that. Simple as that. That's all I've done to say, really, because it's all I can say. You know, I won't call these people out as much as I want, because when people are defending these family vloggers and supporting what they do, they deserve to be called out for that. You know, they deserve to be put in their place and brought down a peg or two. You know, it's about someone pulled these idiots down off their high horses and made them realise that they're not actually doing a good thing by trying to defend these family vloggers and support what they do. Because this is the reality of the situation, is they're not doing a good thing with that. Absolutely 110% they're not doing a good thing with that. I know they think they are. You know, I know they think they're doing a good thing by supporting these family vloggers and supporting what they do, but they're not. And then it's about time they started to wake up and realise that, quite frankly. I mean, that's all I have to say, really. There's not really anything else I could say about it that I haven't already said. Because I feel like I've kind of crossed a lot of things off, and I've said what needed saying. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing else that really needs to be said. Yeah, and I'm not going to apologise for the points that I've made, or, for saying that, for saying this, it's true. It seems that a lot of these people who defend these family vloggers and support what they do don't really understand what child exploitation is, or don't actually know what child exploitation is, or actually understand what it means. I don't think people actually, these people who defend these family vloggers and support what they do, are actually smart enough or intelligent enough to understand what child exploitation is. I think that's blatantly obvious. I think it's blatantly obvious that they don't understand what child exploitation is. They don't make that any more obvious. I mean, come on now, let's be real here. I mean, I honestly don't know what else to say, to be honest, I really don't. I'm not gonna, so at the end of the day, it's like, why would I sympathise with these people who are trying to defend these family vloggers and support what they do? I don't want to sympathise with people who do that, because people shouldn't be doing that. People shouldn't be defending them or supporting what they do. But these people walk around with their heads not too far up their backsides to actually see sense. I think if these people actually got their heads out of these family vloggers' backsides, maybe they would be able to see sense. It really, it's embarrassing. Every time all these family vloggers out, you've got people trying to jump to their defense to say they're not doing that wrong, and actually they are. They're not the great amazing parents they're made out to be. There's so many there's so many reasons why people shouldn't be defending these family vloggers and supporting what they do. I don't know what else to say. So I hope you enjoyed this little video anyway. I thought I would do a video giving my thoughts on that. And I'll see you for another video later on. But for now, have an awesome day and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.